Literally just finished watching this and it's toxic as hell over here.
Only apply that. Get it, don't be timid when you ain't apply that. Love a bone, give along, leave it. I don't want no trip, baby, say like it's
My name is Ashley, and this is My Sweet Perspective, where I give my take on all things TV and movie related, and I am here to put you on, okay? You guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm so glad to have you, sweet peas. We are back to talk Love Story, episode 5, Battery Park. And we're starting it out, honey, early morning walk of and all over page 6. And Carolyn is, in my opinion, reveling in this a bit. As much as word on the street is she likes the private life, she's reclusive, she's all of these things. She's smiling. She is having the time of her life. She's talking to her buddies at work and is like, listen, we're already living together. It's good, but we don't have plans for the future. We're not planning on kids or any of that right now. We're just living in the moment and having a good time. Going to meet the rest of the family. And apparently we are going to Hyannis Port a little bit later. She's going to meet the rest of the family and she's never been this happy before. Back to work. And immediately Calvin is like, so can your boyfriend come? We have this party, we have this launch. Calvin said, it's all because of me. You met him because of me. He owes me. And Calvin, it gave very much, I'm kind of jealous of your upward mobility in this moment. I'm kind of jealous of the exposure. John is over there at George magazine with Berman. And it's very like, it's time for you to get back to work, buddy. This isn't the bar exam. You don't have 3 times to try to pass it. I've invested everything that I have into this George magazine launching and doing something. And if you're not going to give it 1,000%, I don't know what to tell you. You need to be working doubles. You need to be here every night with me pushing this out. We have all these ads and no content. And all you can think about is your little girlfriend. And I said, what a problem to have. All the ads, all the payment, and no content. And John is, have Carolyn take care of it. She's done most of it anyway. And Berman is like, she's done most of what anyway? All these dollars I came up with, buddy. I'm your partner, not Carolyn. Carolyn's not your damn partner. I am. He resents it. He wants all hands on deck, not knowing that John has a trip to Hyannis Port this weekend for Carolyn to meet the family. And he got a ring tucked away, an immediate ring. Now, I don't like this Berman guy. It'll be interesting to see how he plays into it later, but I don't like the George partner. And I get you're pressed and I get all of that, but I didn't like how he came at Carolyn in that moment. And I'm not, after watching these, I'm not really a huge fan of John or Carolyn, honestly, at this point. But I don't like how he came at her. Don't come at a woman like that. Talk to your boy and leave it over there. Don't let it spill out on me because I'm doing my good work over here and I don't even want credit for it. Of course, we're going to Hyannis Port proposal weekend. Of course, she does not know that. And John gives an immediate warning. Ethel is the worst. Now that my mom is gone, she's worse than she was before. So keep that in mind. And this is big for John. John's excited. And we know for what it's worth, he has been all but a philanderer out here in these streets with the blonde women. He's been taking them down left and right. And we're meeting up the first night. It's going to be dinner. We meet the cousins. We meet the rest of the family, and we find out that Ethel doesn't let the couple sit together. She's not. The ladies in waiting, as I call them, invite Carolyn over, and Carolyn starts really doing some weird stuff. Because why are you saying your motto to these people? Why are you saying your motto to these people? Date them, train them, dump them? Carolyn. And this is what you're doing with the future in-laws. And so they're eating it up, kikiing with her. Ethel is looking around. Why is no one ready? Carolyn, are you cold? Because why you got that scarf hitched up around your neck, baby? Take that off. I'm getting hot down here. And John is really of no help in this moment. They start getting into political conversation and she's going around the room. It's around the world. Remember around the world in class where they would go and ask different people questions and she's all into the politics of it all. And we know Carolyn ain't studied up for that. They said, so what do you think about the conflict, prospective conflict in Vietnam? What issues could that arise or whatever? And Carolyn's like, I thought we were talking about Cuba. Baby, y'all gonna have to stay on the same. She is screaming on the inside. Do you hear me? And it felt like the Inquisition for me. Ethel was like, book, Carolyn. Read a book. And I wanted to know at this dinner, where was Caroline? Caroline might have been able to be there and be a buffer. Y'all drop it in the comments if y'all know, because y'all know everything about the lore. But where was she at? Now, I feel like after that night, Carolyn is like, I need to learn the rules around here. Listen, and I feel like in that moment when she was saying, I can't win without knowing the rules, that this is really feeling like, in some way, a game. Is this love or are you trying to win something? And I think that's the question that they probably want us to be thinking about in this moment. It's like, if I want to win this game, I got to learn how to play by Ethel's rules. And so Sleeping Beauty awakens and John has left her for dead, ho. He is on the boat with his homies, with his friends, with his cousins, having a good old time. And she gets up just wanting a simple cup of coffee. And Mother Ethel is like, your name's not on the board. You missed breakfast, baby. We don't do random servings of coffee around here. That's not how this home works, darling. And where's John? John went out. You didn't sign up on the board. You're not on the board. John's name is, but your name is. And I said, John set Carolyn up in this moment, in my opinion. Because why would you do her like that? And leave her to the wiles of your family. So not only that, the girls, the ladies in waiting that she was kikiing with last night are telling the motto to Ethel: date them, train them, dump them. Is that what you said, Carolyn? No, that's not. I repeated something somebody else said. Well, all right, I'm going to go find John now. Girl, you go find John. Carolyn really, the rest of the weekend, amuses herself with the children. She's like, they'll put flowers in my hair, tell me I'm pretty, I can run around with them. John sees her playing with the kids as he comes up over the crest and is like, oh, and the cousins are like, oh, this is the one, isn't it, John? And he's like, this is my one. And so he takes her out on the boat. We get on this little canoe and we're out there paddling. She's sprawled out because, listen, she's not going to do anything, but she's going to languish and spread. My goodness, Sean, let me just lay out over you and recline and feel all the feels. And so we're on the boat and he's like, you know what? You're my girl. I love you. You're the best thing I've ever known. I want you to be my wife. So that's cute, John. Thank you. We really need to talk first because I want to really mean it when I say yes. So if you said yes now, you wouldn't mean it, Carolyn? Well, I just feel like we have a lot of conversations that we need to have that we haven't talked about yet. What life looks like. And I just really want to be ready. So is that a no? No, it's not a no. It's just, I want to really mean it. So if you said it right now, you wouldn't mean it? Well, no, baby, it's just so fast. I just want to, we'll talk about it. So you just hold on to your mommy's ring right now and we'll get back to it. John I used to being rejected, neglected. And all I can keep thinking about, just knowing what we've learned up to this point and what I've been hearing word on the street, is like, could this have all been a ploy? Like, this is high level manipulation if that's what this was. If you're feigning this, let me put him on the edge. And later in the episode, it makes me believe that that could be true. Just saying, it makes me believe that manipulation could somehow have its petty, grubby paws in this. You know what I mean? And so the next day, John goes, or after the trip, I don't know if it's the next day, but after the trip, he goes and he meets with his sister, Caroline, and they're talking, of course, about the magazine and all of the things. And he's like, I love Carolyn. I want to marry her. But when I proposed, she didn't say yes. She said she needed more time. And Caroline's like, I think I'm actually going to like her. And Caroline is way too fast. What are you thinking? And he said, well, mom and dad got married after a month of dating. So what's what? And Caroline, that was a different time. I think you should listen to Carolyn and figure this out first. See what life is going to be like before you take any further steps. And Caroline, I need to see more of you. I need you to be at every party with the family. Darling, Carolyn meets up with the Model X and her movements are really off-putting to me because why are you meeting with this man? Right. He's got a new agent, he's got a new girlfriend, and he's got new eyebrows. And he is saying, hey, how's it going? You're with the most eligible, most wanted bachelor in the world, and you still can't commit? Because she's like, he proposed, and I just don't know what to do. And you're telling people things, but you act like you don't want anybody to know. And he wants all the tea, of course. And he's like, he makes me feel better about myself because if you can't commit to him, then there was no way that you were ever going to commit to me. And anyway, now we're back in the bedroom at the shared home because you were cohabitating at this point. And he is like, it's been weeks since you've proposed. What, are you going to propose again? I know you're not okay. And he's crushed. He said he doesn't know. I don't know what to do with this. I don't know what to do with you. I don't know how to feel about this. Because, of course, JFK Jr. is used to getting everything that he wants when he wants it. And I think that's what makes me think this is partially a game because she knows that. And her reaction later just sends it over the edge. She said, it's not about love. I love you. I just don't know if I'm cut out to be your wife. I don't know what this life looks like. This will truly alter the way that I live my life. He's like, we'll keep our private life private, John. now, John, and I'll teach you how to navigate these media streets. I can show you that. Trust me, I'll teach you. And so now he proposes with his mama's ring. And she's like, well, yes, I will, but I'll just wear it with you when it's just the two of us. Is Carolyn complicated or is she conniving? That's what I want to know. Is this complexity or is it scheming? Because what? I'll wear it just with you. How do you think that would make someone feel? Just don't accept it until you're ready to be fully out and out about it. Also, you've already told that man, that model. So what did you think was going to happen? You know what I mean? Carolyn's aggravated. Oh, excuse me. Next morning, we get to work and it's all over page 6 again that he has proposed, that JFK Jr. has proposed. We are in Calvin Klein's office with he and Kelly, who seemingly are going through a divorce. Y'all drop it in the comments. They said that this was going to be their last event out together. And he's like, it felt like he was aggravated. He wasn't on page 6. He's like, Carolyn's personal life is getting out of control. I don't know if she'd be still a good publicist for our brand and for our company. And Kelly's like, you don't know that. Carolyn is thinking about all these things. Everybody would think that she would rush to marry him, but she's thinking and has the realization that if I marry him, my life becomes less about me and all about him. And that is clearly what Kelly has experienced in her life with Calvin Klein, not really having an identity outside of being someone's wife. And that is a valid thought. However, the desire that Carolyn had to be his wife, I think overshot all of that. It's cute in theory, but did she really give a damn about that job? Is Carolyn really passionate about the work or about the look of the work? These are questions that need answers, and I can't say fully one way or another. The article says that he proposed and she said, no, he's just out there. Now, when we go and we talk about the proposal overshadowing the magazine launch, Berman is losing his mind because how could you do this right now? You know what this is. There's only one thing you can really do that can fix this problem because your headlines are blocking out what we have going on with the magazine. You need to release a statement saying you never proposed. You didn't propose to her. It's all a scheme set up by Todd or to come at you with the BS. That's what you need to do. And my thing is he needs to pipe down, little pipsqueak. Berman is aggravating. I don't know why John would have ever gone into partnership with him. He's a little weird. And Carolyn's more invested than either of us. He put this magazine together. And Berman is just losing it. And of course, he says she should issue a statement before the launch. And so later on, when we meet, we have to talk to Carolyn about it. Of course, now, mind you, she has not publicly accepted anything. She won't even wear the ring in public. But what he says about having to make this announcement ahead of the launch because it's detracting from the attention the magazine would get, it's automatically, you're going to do that? He's like, I think I have to. Well, it sounds like you don't have a choice. Carolyn, what does that matter? So you like the idea that you're the one who rejected JFK being public news? What should it matter? It makes no sense. And I hate when y'all make me side with men. I do. And it's happening more and more and more because what is the problem? If this is going to protect the launch of the magazine, you didn't accept my initial proposal anyway. So what are you mad about? And so she's mad. I'm going to take the dog out. I'm going to go for a walk. Now, we're going to get into the tea because this just gets ridiculous and outlandish at this point. Next thing I know, we're walking the dog and he's following out after her. We're going out to the Battery Park. And this is where they decide to have the meltdown. It was just too much for you to think that the world knew that I rejected you. Oh, is you serious? Oh gosh, your mother's ring. Here, can I have my ring back? Because you're out here cutting up. You just want this. And she says, you're a self-obsessed, spoiled brat, which is true too, John. You are a self-obsessed, spoiled brat. But Carolyn, why are you spazzing like this? Why can't we just love each other? It was so melodramatic. The dog of it all, sitting down, going from multiple locations. I got physical too. She put her hands on her. We're swinging all around the park. And I'm thinking to myself, y'all couldn't do this in y'all couldn't do this in the apartment. She wanted this to humble him, in my opinion. Humble him and let him know that I'm the prize and that they can know whatever. I don't know what this ulterior was, but this felt so convoluted to me. And then we go to another location and you see each other in different stages of the process, anger, sadness, all of this emotion. She's like, I just didn't know. And I just didn't think I was ready. I never thought marriage was necessary, but I'm down to do it with you, John. What? Here, can I have the ring back? Give me the dog. You can't have my ring and the dog, Carolyn. They're chain smoking on the street corners. It's wild and melodramatic. And it's toxic as hell, y'all. And I don't know why they would proceed after this point. If this was just the point to get engaged, what is leading up to the wedding and the marriage going to look like? You guys drop it in the comments. Let me know. But this was toxic. I didn't like how it made me feel. But it also let me know that these are not two perfect people. We get that. And we get that things boil over. I'm just so curious now about Carolyn's motives. Because why would it matter if he makes a statement retracting that he ever proposed to you when you didn't accept his proposal? No harm, no foul. You wanted him to take that on the chin. For me, it was just very weird, very toxic. But you just drop it in the comments. Let me know your thoughts. Be sure to like and subscribe, hype the video if you can. Hit the notifications so you don't miss a thing. We're not having a live for love story this week, but we should be back shortly with the live discussion. So stay tuned for that. And I will see y'all in the next video. Thanks for watching.